Good morning, my name is Bryan Pope, and over here is Edie Craig. We work with the communications section in the Real Estate Center here at Texas A&M. And a lot of you are probably familiar with our organization, but for those of you who are not, I just want to give a little background on us and tell you about some of the services that most of you probably are paying for, whether you realize it or not. So this will be some good news for you, hopefully. We are a state-mandated real estate research organization. We are different and apart from the Texas Real Estate Commission. We are 45 years old, literally 45 years old tomorrow, so that's going to be a big day for us. We are funded entirely by fees paid by people who are licensed to sell real estate here in the state of Texas. We're here to talk a little bit about what you get for your money. And a lot of that can be found here on our website. Before we get to that though, how many here live and breathe on a mobile device of some sort? Most of you. That's been my experience with realtors. That's good news. Our website has everything that we're going to discuss today over the next few minutes, and it works wonderfully on your cell phone. You can access all the articles, all the data that we're going to talk about. You can share it with your clients and with your colleagues through social media. So this is a valuable tool for your toolbox. Most of you probably receive Tierra Grande magazine. Does this look familiar to anyone? All right, we do this. This is our quarterly research journal. It is our primary method of getting our research out to our constituents. We do it 4 times a year. Articles also typically appear on our website a month or 2 before they're published in the magazine. This is a fairly new development for us. We decided it was important to try to get this information in your hands, even if it's online, as soon as we could, so it could help you in your work. Copies of the entire issue of Tierra Grande, including back issues, they're all available on our website. Another useful tool is Newstalk Texas. It is a time saver for you guys. Edie actually manages and maintains that, so I'm going to let her come to the mic and talk a little bit about that.
Newstalk Texas. This was one of our recent stories about you don't know you're a Texan until just crossing the border doesn't make you a Texan. It was lighthearted and we put it online. But we do searchable news by TV. I know you're all watching TV. You're watching your newspapers that are local that we may not have access to, and you get news about a new development. You get news about industrial information. Maybe you're getting a new industrial factory. Maybe somebody's closing down. That means you have employees either coming in or you have employees leaving, and that's your opportunity to go and help them with if they're going to relocate. We have a lot of people coming in from California, and Newstalk Texas is spread all over the nation and Canada, and some foreign countries like to come and look at the data. It's done every single day, 9 hours a day. So we start early at 6 o'clock in the morning and we post news all day long. And it would sure save us a lot of work if you have something that you think would be of interest. I have my cards up here and I'd love for you to send it to us. We do apartments, we do any development, we do maybe a new building's going in that's been going to be repurposed. I had a man call me and he said we were down for maybe 3 days, and he said, I need your website back up. And I said, why? And he said, because I do glass repair. And if something happens, I need to know, because we'll put the name of the company and where it is. He said, I go contact them, and then I have business with my glass. And I said, it'll be up, it'll be running. I'm just amazed at how ingenious people are with the data that we have. And it is searchable by word. We can have an area, which would be a metropolitan statistical area. We have 25 of those in Texas. So if you're in McAllen, we're covering you. If you're in Tyler, we're covering you. Longview, Wichita Falls, Or else you can just, and then we have certain topics, every topic you can think of. And if you think of one we don't have, you tell me and we'll add it. And we have the day, and we just are posting all day long. So we want you to take a look at Newstalk Texas. And if you have questions, be sure and come up and get any data, at least get my card so you can stay tuned to let us know.
We know a lot of y'all are very busy throughout the day, so y'all don't have time to go read every newspaper, every business journal. This saves you the work, saves you the time, saves you the trouble. We have Real Estate Center Online News. We may have some subscribers. I know we have at least one subscriber in here to Recon. You can subscribe to it from the Newstalk Texas page. It includes much of the same information that you will find on Newstalk Texas. The difference is you don't have to go looking for it. We send it straight to you. You subscribe, it's free. We send it to you every Tuesday and every Friday. And it includes not just stories that would be on Newstalk Texas, but also anytime the Real Estate Center publishes a new research article, anytime we have a conference where registration is just opened, we put notices about that in Recon. Sometimes we do readership surveys and we post the results on our blog, which I'll talk a little bit later. We do giveaways, usually around Christmas. We've given away our ever popular Real Estate Center calendar, our wall calendar, through Recon. So feel free to subscribe out there. I like to think of it as kind of your window into Texas real estate and the Real Estate Center. One of the best kept secrets, and it really shouldn't be, of our website, and it's been this way for a number of years now, is market research. And again, Edie oversees that, and she's going to come up and tell you more about that. It's a wonderful tool.
Do any of you remember the market reports from 2012 when you would go in here, and if none of you raise your hands? Yes, yes. We started work on these in October. Whenever we had appraisals that came in, that's when we could get all the appraisals done for cities. But it covers everything Newstalk Texas does. And once it was published, it was already a year old. So that's why we went to market research. Here, we have the whole state of Texas, and all you have to do is click, and you can see that you have market overview and demographics. You also have below that retail, industrial, office, and if we can get a quarterly report, we keep those up to date. Example is CBRE. They send us data. We publish it, and we have 2014, 2013, which lends to you knowing basically the background. A lot of companies will go ahead and demolish it, but we don't. We keep everything. So we would hope you would take advantage of this. If there's a military base in your city, San Antonio, we try to cover military bases, and we just want you to take a gander at it. And usually we will have it attached to a Newstalk Texas story, so you can go directly to it. That's it. Anybody have a question? Okay.
Right, moving on to our research library. If you click on Research tab at the top of the screen, you'll find a tab that says Research Library. And here you will find all the Tierra Grande articles that we mentioned earlier. We put out 3 monthly Texas economic reports that are compiled and written by our research staff. Those are also included. Those are monthly. We have assorted videos. We have our most popular publications, including the Texas Deer Lease, Obtaining a Texas Real Estate License, the Landlord Tenants Guide, and Negotiating an Oil and Gas Lease. You can search, as you can see, by author, by type of publication, or simply by keyword. And next we're going to talk about a little bit about 2 of my favorite projects, the first being the Real Estate Red Zone podcast. This is something that Edie and I actually co-host. We've been doing this for coming up on 7 years now. This week we celebrate our 300th episode, kind of a milestone for us. It really is just an assemblage of all the stories that we published on Newstalk Texas. It covers a lot of the updates from the Real Estate Center, new research that we posted. We also regularly feature our research staff talking about their latest research. And we also like to visit small towns and large cities around the state visiting with people with the local EDC. Sometimes we visit with the mayors, city planners, just to find out what's happening in their neck of the woods. And that's a lot of fun. We just like to think that we're taking people on a little tour around the state. We also have what we call our mixed use blog. We just rolled this out last September. We call it mixed use because we like to think it serves a variety of functions. We post it on Thursdays, and sometimes it's humorous, sometimes it's got practical information, but regardless, we always try to make sure that it's in some way relevant to Texas real estate. We also have a lot of data on our website. I like to think that our website is your one-stop shop for Texas real estate data. You will find under the data tab your gateway to housing market data provided each month by MLSs, land sales data, building permit data, population data from the Census Bureau, and employment data provided by the BLS. That's monthly. Most of the data, I think all of the data except for the MLS, is downloadable from our website. We're also moving on to, we're on social media. Does anyone here have a Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn account? Quite a few of you. Well, we're on there too, so we invite you to come look for us, connect with us. A lot of the stuff that we've talked about here this morning, we post out there, and that's a great way for you to share with your customers. Outside, we're going to leave a little pocket guide. We didn't expect y'all to take notes on all this today, so we're going to leave a tool for you. It doesn't cover everything. LinkedIn, for example, we're very new to that, so it's not, our address isn't on here, but our Twitter handle and our Facebook page, the website for Newstalk Texas, Recon, the podcast, all that, it's on here. Feel free to take as many as you want to share with your students in your classroom. And I know you'll have a lot of ground to cover today, so that's it for us, and we thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, we'll leave our business cards outside, and feel free to take one and give us a holler. Hope you'll have a great day.